This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. I'm going to start this off by saying welcome back to Belfast. It's been a long 8 years, Anto, and I know we're very pal and everything else, but I'm sure you probably thought you might see at the end of your career on the road. So I guess it came as probably a shock to you in some ways. You're obviously going to be on this card, but first fight since 2015 in Belfast and back in the same arena.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, it's great to be given this opportunity to come back to Belfast. And as you say, 2015, what's that, 8 years? 8 years ago was the last time I was to fight in Belfast. I've been on the road ever since. So I just have to say thank you to Michael Conlon, Jamie Conlon, BT Sports for getting me on such a big show and to get me a fight.
I guess when you've watched so many cards, and obviously you've been at so many cards in the SSE over the last few years, you probably nearly forget obviously what it's like walking out in the arena, and obviously you're going to be high up the card and stuff as well. You know, you've seen obviously Mick sort of taking over the SSE the last few years since Carl obviously retired, and Ryan Burnett. Obviously Ryan Burnett was the last world title fight in the SSE arena. Can you remember much obviously about fighting back in 2015 in the SSE? It was still sort of building with Carl then as well. So
yeah, I mean, what was that? Avalos was the last time I was here. Who was Avalos fighting? Or what was that for?
That was the IBF. I think it was Carl's first defence of the IBF.
I'll never forget the atmosphere for the main event for Carl's, but I was on at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. You know, there wasn't much happening, but it doesn't matter to me really. Like, it's just fighting at home and having the people that I love and care about most to be there, and that's what it does for me.
We know you love away days and everything else, but this is now sort of payback for the fans that have sort of followed you over to Birmingham and followed you to London and everything else, and for obviously your kids as well. They're obviously going to get to see you live in person rather than obviously having to watch on the TV. So this is probably a massive moment for you as you still look to try and secure a world title.
Well, that's it. I mean, as I say, I'm not getting no younger. I'm 34. I would love to fight for one of the proper titles. You know, IBF, WBC, WBO. It would be a great honour just to fight for one. Yeah, it's I'm buzzing for the kids and all and whatever else. My daughter, she came over to the last one. But for my wee lad and my youngest, they could come down to it, and we keep even watching TV or whatever. But it's special. It's just special to be home, and it actually kind of feels a wee bit weird. You know, like I'm used to going other places and having that daunting, you know, the nerves about me and whatever. But it's chilled here and relaxed, and it's Belfast.
Well, that add a wee bit more to obviously the fire in the belly, obviously in the build-up in the camp. They know that you have a special atmosphere to come into in Belfast rather than being in Birmingham. I remember obviously when you defended your British title, Nathan Heaney's fans were asking who you were. Everybody in Belfast to know who you are on the 27th of May.
Well, that's it. It's good to be. It's back home. You're kind of, everything's familiar. People know you. They know you're a fighter and whatever else. It's special. It's special in lots of different ways. And again, this is the slip side of my career. You know, I'm 34. I'm at that age now. You know, I have a couple of fights left, and to perform on such a big card and with such, you know, media attention and everything else, it's great.
2022 was obviously the year for the over 30s. Obviously yourself and Paddy and Dennis Hogan landing the ABO belts. 2023 seems like a year of homecomings. You're obviously having the homecoming, Katie Taylor's having the homecoming, Jay Quigley's having the homecoming. What does 2024 look like? You know, is it 2024, you know, is it, have you sort of, do you look to next year, maybe the potential of landing a world title, or is it just the luck of the draw and what opportunities can come afterwards?
Well, I kind of live in the moment kind of thing. I don't look too far ahead or look back. You know, it's when you look too far ahead, you usually be disappointed. So I just keep it every day. You know, as kind of thing. As I say, this opportunity here and me being here today, I only found out last night. It's kind of all shock to me. But I'm delighted and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. Obviously, we'll enjoy the next few weeks of obviously building up towards this, and hopefully we can get you a good opponent locked in so we can finally get this world title around your waist.
I hope so. It's nice speaking to you, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, take care.
Cheers,